because it's so top secret. Hi guys! Nice to be here together today at Entwined, live from Kai Studios. Thank you so much for the invitation and for this beautiful selection of Julius Eastman's work by Stanley. And we will discuss a bit later, but it was a bit of a foreshadowing of one of the performances that we're gonna have here. So Elia, maybe you'd like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Thank you, Maria. And again, thank you for having us here. My name is Elia Ephron. I have the pleasure to be an intern working at Sky this season, and I'm working under Maria, and I will be looking for work at some point in the near future. So, just putting that out there.
He is really good. Anyone should hire this person. I can really vouch. And if you have a problem, you come to me. So I'm Maria. I've been working here at Kai as a programmer for 4 years. I have a background in community building and what is called in French médiation culturelle. So I always try to focus on the communities and contexts that are around the performances which I might invite. And I'm also an activist for the Palestinian cause. Right now I'm working with some comrades at Kaaitheater Palestine. So this is also a very big part of my life that is sometimes in interaction with the work here. So today, let's make use of this camera. We're gonna present the program of Kaaitheater. So it's a very, very beautiful book that, believe it or not, you can get it for $3.99 if you come at any of our locations, or if you give us your address online, we will send it to you. And it's a very, very beautiful book that was put together by the comms team of Kai. Mara, who is here, did an amazing job on it. Dagmar, Jessica, who coordinated, Titan, Jonas, Jeff, Ines. I don't think I forgot someone. If I forgot someone, I'm so sorry.
The stickers are also lovely. I have many of them on my laptop.
Also very good stickers. Another reason for you to come by, you can get free stickers, which these seasons are made out of keys. Super cute. So it's a nice little program that is showing what we do, but also there is some extra content on it. So my colleague Dagmar and I wrote the introduction text, and I think which better way to introduce than to read the introduction?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so it's interesting because I'm originally French speaker and Dagmar Dutch speaker, and then the common tongue is a bit Dutch, but let's be honest, English. And so we brought it together, like we translated everything. You can find it in the language of your choice online or in the program, but now I'm gonna read it in English. So, dear reader, for a few years now, we've been crossing the city, entering numerous doors. As our home is slowly being rebuilt, many institutions are generously sharing their spaces with us, lending us the keys to their entrances. With the keys also come codes, languages, histories, and different ways of welcoming. Through the joyful turns and the gritty encounters, our key set is growing heavy with questions. Not all gates unlock smoothly, and what's happening behind closed doors can sometimes be unpredictable. At times, one might be tempted to let it all go, exclaiming, "Fuck these keys and these walls as well." These impulses are meaningful as they push us to follow our agitation, an agitation we're too often taught to tame. Thinking outside of existing structures is not only thrilling, it is a necessity. Yet, an enclosed space also offers us room to think. What ideas, projects, and plans can simmer in a contained and protected space? Once the keys finally end up in the artist's hands, they achieve something mad and tremendous, injecting whole universes into the theater space, kneading and bending it into a new temporary home. And even further, they let us in to experience it. It seems the best way to share a key, inviting someone else to throw a party in your house, to open your to open your eyes to the potential these rooms hold. Dear artists, thank you for inviting us in. Grab the keys and run with the sets. Dissident audience, feel welcome. In all your multiplicity, mad and soft, honest and gentle, unfiltered and compassionate. Please don't be too polite and make sure to leave the door open for the next ones. With hope, always, Kaaitheater.
That's a lovely text, Maria. Wow. It's interesting. It kind of makes me think about as an anti-Zionist Jewish person. It makes me think a little bit about like identity and diaspora, right? Like embracing diaspora and embracing everything that comes with that. I think it's yeah. Would you speak more to kind of this this moment for Kai and being in all these different spaces and what? Yeah.
Yeah. So indeed, actually, right now we would have been in our new space, like in the imaginary world of the of the Flemish government. We should have been there already back in Saint-Clet, but we are still in Kai Studios and spread out all over the city in the Cricolard, in Théâtre National, in Varia, in Atelier 210, etc. These renovations are taking fucking long. And now, actually, if you pass by in Saint-Clet, you will see that there are actually walls and even people who seem to be doing something, so it's very encouraging. But we should be, inshallah, in the new Kai in Saint-Clet in 2 years. So in the meantime, we are still like hosted by many partners who are kind enough to be in collaboration with us. And the text is a bit about this, about working together and questioning things and what possibilities a space opens, because we are lacking space but have access to so much space. And what does a room entail, you know? And yeah, I'm very grateful that we could work for these last years in this way, and that for 2 more years we will still be doing this. And then I guess that we will be very happy to welcome everyone back into our big building if we get it.
Lovely, thank you.
After this text, like, Dagmar and I wrote it, and Dagmar is a very amazing writer, but there's also a very, very amazing writer who did us the pleasure of sharing a text, is Rebecca Chaillon. So we just invited her with a carte noire and saying that she could do whatever she pleased, and she wrote this really great text, so you can find it online also. We won't have time to share it today, but please go check it out, because it was really a gift that she did for us to accept to share it there.
Certainly, and we're going to speak about her piece in a moment. I guess we can discuss now the pieces that are coming up. Mm-hmm. So obviously today here at Kai Studios is Comonstro by Milo Slayers, which opened yesterday and closes tonight. Then following this we have La Guinerée, which is by Rebecca Chaillon. The text that Maria just spoke about was written by her, and this will be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of October at the Cricolard.
Maybe we start discussing a bit this too.
Sure.
It's nice. So, like, Yassen just interviewed Milo's dancers. Some of them very happy, some of them traumatized, but all of them very talented. I already heard some great things, and I'm gonna discover it tonight. But I think that's what I really appreciate, is that this emerged from a school space where big questions were raised, and this is about how to question these things together, embody your own monstrosity in a space where you're made to fit in a small mold. And this is what touched me when Milo talked about it. So it's the last one tonight, but maybe it will travel again, we don't know. But I really encourage you, if you're in and around Brussels, to come and join us to see it.
I love the title. I think it's really stuck with me, this title. Mm-hmm. Yes, so then after this we have La Guineraie, which is Rebecca Chaillon. This is the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of October. The same time every performance, 8:30 in the evening at the Krikkelaar. Yeah, Maria, would you speak a bit to that piece?
I mean, Rebecca Chaillon is our Lord and Savior, so it's always a great honor to have her in the program. This piece, like just to clarify, I'm not gonna explain what each piece is about because this you can see online, but I'm interested now to maybe share a bit more about the context in which it was programmed. So Rebecca is in a relationship with Sandra Calderan, so they made the piece together. And Rebecca is thinking to have kids of her own because Sandra already has kids that Rebecca and her are raising together. And she thought that by having kids, she could escape a bit this big pressure because now she has such a huge career. But actually, it didn't happen in this way. She made it into a piece. So adding even more work on top of everything. But it's a very, very heartfelt performance. It's really about many things, like having kids in the first place. So like what kind of generational trauma was transmitted to you? What does it mean to make a family here and today? And actually here or there, because Sandra lives in the countryside and Rebecca also would like to maybe escape the city and all of this madness here. But actually in the countryside there's like only white people. So are you gonna go in the countryside, surround yourself with Caucasians, cutting yourself from your communities, and then like to do what? I mean, and it's very, very nice piece. I think that will speak to a lot of people.
I'm looking forward to seeing this one. Actually, I think I'm working the accueil at that piece, one of the showings. So after that, we have Dambuzzo by Noah Chipomire, and this is at Les Halles de Scarbeck, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the 17th, the 16th, 17th, and 18th of October.
I want to add also that Kaaitheater is a pay what you can policy. So if you look on our website, there's different price ranges that you can buy tickets at. I think that this is one of the things that I'm happiest about our policies here, that many different realities are taken into account, but still, I mean, it's not for free by all means. So also you have the possibilities of buying with the Passepartout. So anyone who has a BIM card can go to get a Passepartout, which entitles them to 2 performances for under €2 per month in the theater. And you can always reach out to us if you're precarious. We can try and find a solution, although we have very little free cards because this pay what you can policy was allowed by the fact that everyone is paying their share. So even me as a programmer, I have my card and then an extra for a friend, but we're not supposed to like give away free tickets because actually everyone is contributing a little bit. So yes, just a bit of a side note, but it is very important because access to the theater is also determined by financial means. This piece Dambuzzo by Nora Chipomire is like a crazy piece. If you enter this space, you will really be overwhelmed by her artistry and the artistry of her team. Like in the text that Dagmar wrote, it's written that it's a live anti-genre work, a combination of sound, painting, sculpture, performance. So there's really like to eat and drink in this space. I think that, yeah, if you want to experience something you've never experienced in a theater space, it's a great piece to come and see. And Nora is such an icon also, so her legacy will always live on. We are presenting it with Charleroi Danse in their Biennale, but we will do it in Les Halles de Scarbeck, so this is like a triple collab.
Lovely. And then after this, we have a piece that I personally am really excited about, and this is Bruit Marron by Callisto Neto. This is at the La Raffinerie, Friday and Saturday, the 17th and 18th of October. I just want to share that some years ago, Maria and a dear friend of ours, Sekou, we were together in Marseille at Parallèle. I think it was the 13th. I think it was Parallèle 13, and we saw a performance by Callisto. I think it was O Samba do Criollo Doido, and this performance was so beautiful that, if I recall, we all cried. And it was really something that stuck with me and always sticks with me as, you know, the power of a beautiful dance, of an amazing performance, what it can move in you. Yeah, and of course this pays homage to Julius Eastman, who we were listening to before this. I also am excited. I grew up partly in New York, and I'm also excited about that detail of this piece because I really think Julius Eastman is like a composer who flew under the radar, you know, for many reasons, and whose life ended in a very tragic way, and who really deserves far more attention than he received, certainly in his life and even after.
It's going to be very exciting to watch, especially because then we get to see Stanley performing on stage. So all of the Entwined fans, I think that you should come and have a little delegation to see Stanley, who is far more than a DJ, like a multidisciplinary artist, so also a great choreographer and performer. Come and see him in the piece of Callisto, and yeah, let's enjoy it together. I haven't seen it yet. It's one of the pieces that is still under creation. It will premiere quite soon. Next week? In 2 weeks. And right after it will come to Brussels. So there will be like a strong collective moment. And it's also within Biennale de la Danse from Charleroi Danse.
After this, we have La Noche de Aparición by Désiré Serosien. And this is at the Cricolar Thursday, 30th October, and Friday, the 31st. Yeah, Desiree she's a really lovely person and amazing performer, and also really excited for this one. And I wanted to note that we are also putting together a ghost party, we're calling it, which will have all kinds of festivities and attractions for people of all ages, and that will be a part of this piece. It will be concurrent to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so in the afternoon we'll have a kids party, but adults welcome. If you're fun though, not if you're boring. And there will be many things, like many workshops, an offerenda, a small performance. I think like we were organizing it together, and then we got super excited. We're like, oh my god, this kids party is like the party of our dreams. So you will find us there at the Cricolar. We're working together with the Cricolar to put it together. And then yeah, it will be Désirée's performance. So it will premiere actually now, next weekend in Antwerp, if you already want to go and see it. But it will be around the Dia de los Muertos days in the Cricolar. So this is why we're doing a ghost party. And that Désirée is actually curating. There will also be, like, after the performance is about ghosts, of course, but Mexican horror movies aesthetics and folk tales. It's really campy and really lovely. And so we will experience the performance, and afterwards there will be DJ sets and a little like piñata. Yes, I said it. So I think it's going to be a very joyful moment, and also in remembrance of our ancestors, like with an offerenda where we can write some letters to all those who came before us.
Yeah, and just the storytelling element, which is something that Desiree is so good at, is telling stories. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what will you be making in this party?
well, I volunteered to make the aguas frescas, which is a traditional Mexican drink. I mean, there's many variations. I'm going to make one with tamarind, which is called tamarindo. one with hibiscus, which is called Jamaica, maybe similar to I forgot the name of that drink.
Hibiscus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, and then one more. So yeah, they're and then we will add alcohol to them to make aguas locas. So that's an option as well.
Yes, it will be great. Yes, so everyone welcome. All of the It's Extras are always free, so you can come to the performance, but all around it, all the context, like the little parties, the exhibition. There will be an exhibition that was curated by Desiree, who really can do it all. So yeah, come and enjoy this for sure. Like it's really gonna be worthwhile.
The drink, by the way, that I was speaking about that I forgot the name of is Bissap. It's a little bit like Bissap.
Yeah,
it's a similar profile of taste. So next we have Gunuj, which is Léo les Russes, and this is at Les Ailes de Scarbeck, Friday the 28th of November and Saturday the 29th of November.
If you're sick of like very like dry, repetitive dance, you should come see this because it's really gonna reconnect you with the pleasure of dancing, you know. And Leo got inspired by the frogs, and this is why it's named Gunuj, because Gunuj means frog in Creole, and it's really like amazing dancer doing big moves with their legs and everything. Like I think when you watch this, you will really be in awe. So that will be great. And a little like exclusive here that ENTWINED might maybe be on in Les Halles de Scarbeck that day. So we are going on tour. So you could come on the Saturday for the next show and then experience Leo's performance.
And then finally in this lineup we have When I Saw the Sea by Ali Charour, and this is Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, the 9th, 10th and 11th of December at Théâtre Les Tanneurs.
Yeah. So Ali is a really lovely artist who always looks towards the most oppressed. He's from Lebanon. So, I mean, people in Lebanon are not having a great time, yet he always turns his gaze and centers the people who are at the intersection of different oppressions in his own context. So last time, for example, I saw a piece that was talking about the situation of Syrian people living in Lebanon who are not entitled to have the papers, and the story of a son who has to cross the border to Syria to go and get his papers and then getting lost, and his mother going after him in a desperate quest to find her son. That was very, very beautiful. And this one is made by and for domestic workers in Lebanon. So I don't know if you're aware, there is the kafala system in Lebanon that is actually a system where mostly East African women go to work for a very, very low fee. And they live in people's houses as domestic workers, and they are treated, let's say, with a different array of realities, but they have very little protection. So sometimes like the passport is taken and they really are going through hell. And Ali got together with 3 of them, so 3 women who actually went through the system, entered Lebanon under the kafala, and worked in families, and were now sharing their life stories. It's extremely beautiful, very strong, and I think that it's really an artist to know about and to support. So yes, I'm also quite excited. It's touring everywhere also, and everyone is very like excited about it. Although, yeah, trigger warning. There is very trigger warning. I don't like it's too much content warning. Let's say that it's deep and tough stories. So maybe go together and then try to honor the voices of these women who are very, very talented. Yes.
Thank you, Maria. Do we have time for a couple of questions?
I actually no.
Okay.
Yeah, we said 30 minutes and it's now 59.
Wow. Well, I just wanted to say, yeah, I'm so excited to see these pieces. I want to acknowledge that I have not seen any of these yet, so I'm going purely off of the descriptions. But I'm so excited to see them.
Description and trust.
And trust, and I trust Maria very much, wholeheartedly.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Okay, excited to be all together there, and yes, see you soon and take good care, guys.
See you soon.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine.